I first started playing football when I was at about the age of 6. I played for the Land Lakes Gators down the road by Land Lakes High School, and I played with my current starting quarterback, actually. It was me and Kyle in the backfield together. We played for the Gators for a while, and then we decided to leave. I went and played for the Lutz Chiefs, and we were actually a pretty good team there. Didn't really play with anyone here, and that's really where I learned the game of football, was with the Chiefs. It was about my 5th season playing football. We got to play at the Bucks home opener, and that's what really made me, I guess, love football. Just like looking around, and literally during the halftime of the Bucks opener, we got to get down there and play football. And we got to play a team in our league, and it was pretty cool. It was a cool experience, and it really made me realize that I want to one day be playing in front of all these people. So I came into middle school 6th grade. I was still playing football. I wasn't able to play at my middle school because it was 7th and 8th grade. So then I kind of had to wait a year, played rec. I got into 7th grade, I was ready to go. Didn't really do much. I mean, I was still able to play and whatnot, but I didn't really have like a big role, I guess you could say. I was a little undersized. And then 8th grade year came and I started balling. They put me as starting quarterback, and that's what I played my whole life, so that went very smoothly for me. I did very well there at quarterback, and we won a few games. Then came 8th grade. I came in there not really doing much the previous year, but I started rolling the team. And then with everyone moving on to high school, it was my turn to step up. They moved me to starting quarterback. Did very well at quarterback. I was a team captain on the team and led my team to a few wins and just having fun out there playing the quarterback role. So coming out of 8th grade, I was a little nervous to play high school football just considering the size. You know, the seniors, very big kids. And I was thinking I was going to play quarterback because that's what I played my whole life. In 8th grade, I had a good, successful season, and then I got into high school, and the head coach told me I was too small to play quarterback, moved me out to wide receiver and safety. And my first day of hitting in high school football, I had the starting running back meet me in the hole from about 20 yards because I was at the safety position, and he gave me a wake-up call to high school football. So they had me on JV my freshman year, and the first game came around, and we played Land Lakes, and I was a little nervous. First high school game, I was nervous. Never played wide receiver before, so it was a new thing to me that I had to pick up. And the first game I ended up having around 10 catches for about 120 yards in my first ever JV game and a pick. So, I mean, it kind of gave me a little bit of confidence moving forward. And that's when I realized that I can be a pretty good football player, no matter just because of the size of the kids. It really didn't stop me from doing what I do and gave me confidence moving forward.
Tyler, that's a special athlete. You know, you're not going to find too many like him. The first thing I think about when I think of Tyler is confidence. You know, he's a handful for players. He's a handful for anybody that comes around him. He's just a ball full of energy that's tough to corral. You know, when I think of a wide receiver, that's the type of personality that he has. He's a competitor. You put this kid on the field, he'll match up against anybody. May not be the biggest body in the room, but he plays bigger than anybody on the football field. And he's just the type of kid you have to get him the ball.
Sophomore year came rolling around. All of our wide receivers on the team for varsity were seniors, so it was going to be hard to get a spot on varsity. I ended up playing both JV and varsity, so I got a few reps at varsity when I could, you know, just because of their seniors. And JV, I was kind of like a team captain, I guess you could say, and played very well in JV, dominated, I guess you could say, and then I got my reps on varsity, and I did what I needed to do on varsity. Then it was time for my junior year. I guess that's the year when I guess you could say I really locked in. You know, all the horseplay, all the nonsense, the silliness, all that was cut. And I realized that I could have a key role in that varsity team. I had a senior quarterback that I wanted to gain his trust, so I did my best to do that. And every weight room, every on the field workout during the summer, I was giving it my all. And I really saw the improvements, and they were able to show during the season with my performance. And then it really showed in the rivalry game last season against Land Lakes in the Big Butter Bowl. I went for 170 yards, I think, in the pass game and 2 touchdowns, I believe. That was my proudest moment because all that hard work during the summer, finally, I was able to put it on display. And that just really, really solidified my love for this game. And it's what has me exactly where I am right now, pushing forward into my senior season.
Well, I have big expectations for Tyler. You know, we have to make it a priority to make sure he sees the reps that he needs for his team to have success. And for all my seniors, I want to do whatever we can to help them get to that next level. He's a player that can play at the next level. People are going to look at him because he's a little undersized, but man, the kid has a big heart. He plays big. You know, it's tough not to find a way to get him and he has to be in the game plan week in and week out. So my expectations for Tyler obviously are big because we need him, period, end of sentence. If we didn't have him, we wouldn't be the same ball club.
With my senior season approaching, it finally clicked over summer. I was working out. I was thinking this is my last summer working out to prepare for a high school season. So it really made me just focus, lock in, and get what needs to be done. And, I have high hopes for my senior season coming ahead. I've been working, I've been grinding 24/7, hoping for a breakout year. I'm a team captain on the team currently, rolling into the year, and my personal goals for this season, I feel like can really help this team win some football games. I personally want to go for 1,000 yards as my goal. And I feel like if I can go for 1,000 yards this season, which is 100 yards a game, I think we could put ourselves in some situations to win some football games. Realizing that I'm a senior, it's a good, bittersweet feeling. I'm excited to move on to the next level, excited to go on to college, play football, but, it really just gives me appreciation for everyone and everything around me. I feel like being a senior makes you realize that you're never going to see the people you go to school with again. So, you just got to appreciate everyone you're around, just be a good person to everybody, and it's really just, it's like I said, bittersweet. You're excited to move on, but you're also a little upset leaving everything behind.
The thing about Tyler is he plays so big on the football field, and you see that competitive nature. He's pretty ferocious, and that's a big word for somebody his stature. But then you take him off the field, and I've seen a softer side of him. He's the type of guy that'll go up and give the shirt off of his back. We were at a captain's dinner the other night with all the captains. I have in-season team captains amongst all grade levels. We have 11 of them. And there was a band playing in the other room at this Mexican restaurant we were at by artists. And he said, you know what, I'm going to go over there and give them a tip. And he reached in his pocket for a couple dollars and walked in the next room to give them a tip. And I'd say about 4 guys from the table followed him, right, just to go over as well. But it was him to have that foresight to be like, you know what, they're putting in some work. They deserve it. I'm enjoying my time. And that just, to me, that just says a lot about the type of kid that he is. Very, very warm in nature.
Being where I'm at today, it really helps me realize that I wouldn't be able to be in these shoes right now without my parents. My mom and my dad, they've been very supportive throughout my whole childhood, throughout my whole middle school, high school. Everything I do, they're always there. Bad day at practice, I come home, I'm upset, they're there for me. After a game, we lose a game, I'm upset. My mom's the first person I see off the field, gives me a big hug. My dad, he's really the guy that installed love for me in this game. He was the one who really got me into football. He wanted to see me play football. He wanted his son to play football, and so it's just a big motivation from him. And just having those two by my side has been a big part of the reason why I'm at today. Certainly, I would also like to give thanks to my coaches. All the coaches I've had growing up, I've had countless coaches, the amount of seasons I've played. Without them, I would not understand the game of football, be able to perform the game of football. All those guys I show great appreciation to for taking time out of their daily lives, time from their family to help me become the best possible man and football player I can be.